Hi angels, how is everybody? I'm back, back in Canada. I just wanted to say hi and quickly before I get started, if you're new here, thank you so much for giving me a chance. I really appreciate it. And feel free to like and subscribe. And if you comment, I do try to respond. And it just makes me feel connected to you guys, that's all. And if you're really new here, think of me like your favorite aunt, Auntie Angel. And I just like to save you any pain, suffering, any mistakes that I've already made, maybe you could learn from. And I've made a lot. And in this channel, we talk about mental health and we make it no stigma. Everybody's welcome. There's no judgments on this channel whatsoever. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you so much for returning. You guys, your support means everything to me, and I'm so grateful. So, I'm back, and this is video 1 of 2 tonight. This one's just an update and a blah blah blah, and then I'm going to do another one where I read to you because I haven't read to you guys in a while. So, sorry it's been 2 days, but my tank was empty. I was tired, and then yesterday was the travel day, and basically when we go to Mexico, it's 12 hours from the time we leave wherever till we get to where we're going. And yesterday we were up at 5. They picked up our bags at 5:30. They picked us up to go to the airport for 6. And we got to the airport, it was a little after, about a quarter after 8. And our flight wasn't until like 11:30, but we had a blast at the airport. We ended up, our gate was literally backing onto Guy Fieri's restaurant at the Cancun airport, and what a great place. And we had the best service. There was a girl there named Melissa, fabulous. And yeah, we had a blast, and we were able to wait there until we boarded our plane. I was able to walk in the Cancun airport, but when we got to Toronto, I had to use the wheelchair. I was just too tired. And we didn't really get home by the time we had to stop at the drugstore. And then by the time we got home, it was after 7, because there is an hour time change too. And yeah, we were beat. My brother was so kind. He had left us, he ordered some Chinese food and left it for us, so that was great. We didn't even have to think about dinner. And yeah, and then today I'm just beat, and I knew I would be. Any travel day and I'm pretty much shot for the next 2, or it doesn't hit me today and it will hit me tomorrow, but it hit today, guys. But I did want to come on and say hi and give you some highlights of our trip. Like I said, it was a little bittersweet for me because there was so much that I couldn't do, but I concentrated more on what I could do. And yeah, it made me feel really good that, well, first of all, I didn't need a seat extender. That was a big deal for me. I have my own because I hate asking for it. And I'm not judging anyone who has one. I've had one for years, but think about getting your own because you never have to ask for it again. And they're on Amazon. I think they were like $30, and they're universal to all airlines. But I didn't have to use one, so I was happy. And the resort was nice. It's dated, but so what? As long as it's clean, I don't care, you know. And it was big. It's a big resort. There's a lot of walking, but we picked this resort because they're known for their trolleys. And we had no problems getting trolleys. That was fairly easy. The pool was great. I love the water. I could live in the water. I just adore it. And I probably didn't go to most dinners with them. I stayed in the room, and they did the 2 excursions. I didn't, but I rested. And it was great to rest in 4 new walls, you know. And it was nice to have all that sunlight coming in. I hate not being out there because it was so hot. And yeah, let's not talk about that, okay? But yeah, the pools were great. Just lounging in them was amazing. We had one big storm at night. Luckily, we were already in the room, and wow, did it come down. And we noticed a lot of branches and things were down the next day, but they were cleaning it up like so fast. Like, the staff there is unbelievable. And yeah, so my husband and daughter went on a dune buggy excursion. Oh my gosh, they were so dirty when they got back. Like, they were covered in mud, but they were beaming. They were so happy. They had such a good time. And then they went to a cenote, which is the water they jump in, and that they absolutely loved. And what surprised them was how cold the water was. They get used to it very quickly, but she said, like, she wasn't expecting it to be cold. And then they dune buggied back. But oh yeah, the looks on their faces. And then there was a taco tour, and you're supposed to be 18 to go on it. But baby Angel's 17 and a half. So they said if it was okay with us, she could go. So we said fine. So they went, and what it is they leave at like 4 o'clock, and they go to 3 different restaurants where they're known for their tacos. And they don't just get tacos, they're taught how to make them, and they're taught the history. My daughter absolutely loves the taco pastor. I think I'm saying it right, I hope so. And then they had a margarita making class. So my not even 18-year-old now knows how to make a perfect margarita. And then on the way back, they said the bus just turned into a party bus. They had music playing, and they got back around 10 o'clock, 10:15. So yeah, they were good. And my poor husband was like, oh, I'm full. He goes, there were 3 tacos at each place, the margaritas, and then he was able to have the dessert taco. My daughter couldn't because there was gluten in it, but the actual tacos were corn-based, so she could have them. And yeah, he was very full, very, very full. And then, oh yeah, and at the Cancun airport, everywhere I looked, I saw advertisements for Taki. I've never had Takis. Apparently you can get them here. I didn't know that. So I was on the hunt for Takis. So I got my brother and my husband each 2 bags, 1 regular and 1 fuego. So my husband opened the regular this morning, and I tried it, and I'm like, oh, they're delicious. They are so, forget Doritos, man. These are good. But as soon as I swallowed, I felt the tingle at the back of my throat, and I'm like, oh boy, this is hot. I'm a wimp when it comes to heat. So then tonight, he opened the fuego, and he was betting me about something, and I was so sure I was right. And I said, if I'm wrong, I'll eat a fuego. I was wrong. So I ate a fuego and died. Just died. my poor uvula is so mad at me. But I thought about you guys. Well, you know, I posted a couple of videos while we were away. And guys, if you can just, I'm not saying get away to Mexico or another country, but just give yourself a chance to just relax somewhere, which is so difficult, especially if you've got little kids, or you're working 1 or 2 jobs, or you've got studies to do, or stresses, or anything. But try to give yourself a break, even if it's a walk in the park. And if you can't walk, maybe just go sit in a park, just to get away. Personally, I'm not an outdoor person. I can't stand bees and bugs and flying things, and but you know, it was nice to get away. And to try to recharge, although now I have to recharge from the vacation, but you know, it was nice that I didn't stop us from doing something, which was my biggest fear. So that was a good thing. And yeah, and then we got home, and our cat was very happy to see us, and then remembered that she's supposed to be mad at us for being away. So that was not good. And don't worry, I did not leave my cat alone for a week. My brother came every day. And he takes care of her. She's his little sweetie. And then Candy was at the spa, and it's a great place here in Toronto. It's Holiday Pet Care, and they're amazing. It's cage free, and she got to play with other dogs, which she loves to do. and they take them out every 2 hours and they play like crazy. And my dog's a couch potato, so this playing with other dogs, the poor thing is exhausted. Like, she'll sleep for 2 days now. But she came in and they went to pick her up, and I was too tired, so I didn't. And then they came home and she walked up to me. She's like, yeah, I love you, good night, and laid on the floor and went to sleep. But she always gets a pup cup on the way home from the pet care, so I was happy that they did stop and get her a pup cup. Highly recommend those. The dogs really like them. My cat likes them too, but usually the dog eats them before she can get any. So yeah, and like I said, we loved that French restaurant at the resort. Highly recommend a cheese course. That was definitely on my bucket list. I literally have never been to a restaurant that had a cheese course, so that was so nice. And the pool was great, and I did go and get a massage, a hot stone massage. And the lady I told you was so kind, so that was super nice. And I just like talking to people too, so I met a family from Manchester and we talked to them for a while. And it was funny because the kids were all drinking Shirley Temples, and my daughter heard one of the boys, one got up to get drinks, and the younger boy yelled out, "Get me a Shirley, I want a Shirley." So now that's all we call it, the Shirley Temples. So every time I turn, I think I want a Shirley. I'm like, yeah, I'm sure you do. So that was nice, getting to know other people. Plus, I love talking to the staff, and you know, I like to know about other people. I'm interested, you know, I care. And I always leave notes for the housekeeping and the people who stock the mini bar. You know, thank you for what you do. And I try to say it in, or write it in Spanish. I'm working on my Spanish, so not that I can do much, but I know all the polite things, you know, the please, the thank you, hello, goodbye. I know how to say, like if they say ¿Cómo está?, I can say muy buenas gracias, ¿cómo estás tú? Please, if you're Spanish, tell me if I did it right, okay? Because I'm trying to, not to learn it, because I can't retain anything anymore. Although I was so happy, guys, it took me a week, but I actually read a book on this vacation because I can't focus, right? But I downloaded a couple mysteries on my Kobo, and I hoped that I could do it, and I did. I was able to do, because I can make the screen super big and it's backlit, so that was a lot of fun. But yeah, it was just nice, you know. And I wore my To the Person Standing Behind Me t-shirt at the buffet, and nobody commented, and then finally somebody said, I just love that t-shirt, it made me feel so good. So I thought, okay, that's good to know, I appreciate that. So yeah, and like we didn't buy anything, except we bought my nephew, he's 8, my great nephew, one of those wrestling masks. And I thought about it, I'm like, could I work this into a video? I don't see how it can be relaxing, but I really thought about it, guys. And then every time I saw something, I'm like, wind chimes would work. Oh, that would be, oh, marachas. I could tap, I swear, everything I look at now, I think of it, can I do something for you guys with it? So that was, you know, a lot of fun. And when they were doing the facial, not the facial, sorry, because she did rub my temples, the massage, well, you know that I did a hot stone massage for you, but every time she did something, it was like, okay, remember this, okay, remember this. And one thing she did, and I am going to work this into a video, and it was the nice part, this girl's name was Jamila, and she was so wonderful. But like, she'd smooth the sheet down, right? But then she'd rub her arm, like all down my arms, and it just felt so reassuring and so comforting. Like, honestly, it kind of made me want to cry. It was like releasing emotion almost. But it was just, so I thought, oh yeah, I'm going to do one where I teach people to do massages, and I'm going to mention never take your hand away, and always pat down, just in a reassuring, comforting, congenial way. And it, like, she'd do it on my legs too, and it just, oh, it felt so good. But those hot stones on the bottom of your feet, so nice, so nice. And yeah, that was something I thought, oh. But then when she was, it was funny because when she was taking the stones out to put them on, the sound it made, I was getting shivers, and I thought, oh, I have to remember this for my angels. I can do this for them. So that was, I thought that was kind of exciting. So yeah, guys, like I said, I just wanted to do a quick update, let you know I'm home, and hopefully we'll get back into the swing with the videos more regularly. And again, I just wanted to say a public thank you to Jeannie B, Jeannie B ASMR, because I really appreciated the shout out that she gave me. I've had a few people come over, and I appreciate that very much. And yeah, I'm also going to do another video where I'm going to list all of the people that I listen to, because what Jeannie said I really thought was great, because she said that somebody had asked her, doesn't it bother you to mention people because you could lose a viewer? And she said, no, a rising tide lifts all boats. I love that, and I believe in it. You know, I've always tried to shout out to, you know, Lottie Loves ASMR, Jeannie B, Ray Moon, REA Moon, and who else? Gloss and Tingles, Goodnight Moon, Ocean ASMR, and Sophie Michelle, who is expecting now, so I'm quite happy for her. And yeah, there's others, but I'm gonna do a whole thing on them all. So I'm gonna let you guys go so that I can get set up to do the read to you. And yeah, that's about it. So I love you, I value you, I honor you, and I'm so very, very glad that you were born.